Hello, I'm Simon Whistler, you're watching TopTenzNet, and in the video today, we're going to be looking at some of the most bizarre things that people have managed to steal. Obviously, stealing is a crime, and I'm not going to condone it. What I am going to do, though, is say that these 10 examples are kind of impressive. They are crimes, they're just the ones you would expect on TV and not in real life. So let's get started with today's video.
The top 10 odd things that people manage to steal. Number 10. 2 mini trains. Now, mini is a bit of an understatement here. Both of these trains weighed in just under a ton. The really odd thing about this, though, is that there's no apparent motive, only that the trains were there taunting thieves by remaining offensively unstolen. Also, it left onlookers stumped, as there was apparently no way the thieves could have loaded the trains, meaning it's entirely possible they rode them away. Well, that's the image I want to leave you with, because it's much cooler that way. Number 9. Whole ATMs. An ATM is not only ridiculously heavy, it's also set so securely into a wall that, if you crashed a car into it, the owner would be wiping the car-shaped smudge off of the front the next day. This didn't stop the act of stealing them from becoming the recession's hottest crime. The techniques range from simply lifting them up and stealing them with pure manpower, right up to using a clipboard to casually stroll in and take it without question. No group keeps an official tally on how many are stolen, but then again, more than one is probably too many. Number 8. A NASA rocket engine. NASA likes to keep a close tab on the things it creates, not because they're valuable or anything, although they totally are, but because if their tech fell into a rival country's hands, it would kinda be a bad thing. So then imagine their surprise when a Saturn RL-10 rocket popped up for sale on eBay. The most curious part of this entire story is that the thing is huge and was taken from one of the most secure places on Earth. Hollywood needs to get the number of whoever stole it and just film him 14 times for the next installment of the Ocean's Number series. Number 7. A glacier. They say the ice caps and glaciers are melting, something not helped by the fact that they're also being stolen too. In what is perhaps the stupidest reason for destroying a landmark ever, a thief was caught with 5 tons of freshly carved glacier ice that he was planning on selling to upmarket bars for what must apparently be the best damn cocktails on Earth. Number 6. Guard dogs. With all these tales of thievery, it's nice to know we, as functioning members of society, have the ability to protect our property. Or rather, we could if it wasn't for the fact that guard dogs are also rather easy fodder for a determined crook. In a crime that's surprisingly common, criminals have proven that nothing is safe from their sticky fingers, even the things we buy to protect our other things. Man, that's pointless on an Inception level. Number 5. A full-size train. If you thought that stealing 2 miniaturized trains was too simple, a couple of crooks in the Ukraine heard you and went one better, a full-size train. The thieves, using fake documents, strolled into the train yard and took the train, probably using a crane. When you're not even sure what equipment people use to steal your 60-ton train, you were probably asking for it to be stolen all along. Number 4. A house. The chances are that if you're watching this, you're nestled in your own home, something that's also apparently an easy target for a criminal. A Malaysian landlord discovered his 2-story house had been stolen when he went to collect rent. Of course, the story is absolutely not funny, but the fact that the police in the area were forced to report a missing house kinda is. Number 3. Thousands of litres of fuel. Now, you're probably reading this expecting that the thief stole a petrol tanker or something, which is exactly what I thought when researching this. But no, it appears these thieves bought their own tanker, filled it completely with fuel, and then simply drove off. It's more embarrassing that doing so probably took hours, and at no point did anyone watching realize a couple of men had filled a truck with almost a swimming pool's worth of fuel and then slowly drove off into the distance. Number 2. A bridge. Khabar something in Russia was once home to a lovely 200-ton bridge, as well as one of the most unpronounceable names in history. Now though, all it has is the name. Said bridge was stolen without a trace, all in one night, which isn't the first time that this has happened in Russia. While bridge theft is genuinely one of the crimes you can say is on the rise, you shouldn't even have been able to prosecute the criminals responsible because they're obviously Magneto. Number 1. Corn. With the people on this list stealing bridges and trains, corn seems like an odd number 1. That is until you realize determined criminals in Brazil stole 50 tons of it from a moving train. They first greased the tracks to slow the train down, and then broke in and stole all the precious corn it contained. The train also had sugar on it too, but these criminals were only after the corn, so they may have been amoral criminals, but at least they were health conscious. So I really hope you enjoyed that video, and I'd love to know what you think of it, so please leave a comment below. I'm also going to link over to another video that you might enjoy, so just click on that thumbnail on the screen now, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we put out a new video 7 days a week, and you can also visit us online. Just go to TopTenz.net. Thanks for watching.